Hi, we have with us Richa Singh, co-founder Your Dost. Hi Richa, thank you so much for talking to us. So my first question to you is, how can companies create a culture where employees feel safe seeking mental health support at workplace?
I think it can only happen if companies make emotional wellness as an agenda of the organization, right? There's a lot of research which says when companies invest into employee well-being, there's also increase in productivity, profitability, right? So there's also a business case to it. The way they can do that is they need to look at it at three levels. One, it is an organization level, at a leadership level, right? It needs to be an agenda of the organization. Saying wellness of my people is important, right? And then also at a team level. See, even if I want to work on myself, if my manager or team is not very supportive, there's only that much I can do, right? They'll not create a space where I feel comfortable to be myself, right? I remember Sindhu, the MD of SAP Lab, she said, the only superpower we have in this world of AI is that we are human. And what is the definition of a human? We are going to be vulnerable. There is going to be ups and downs, but it's okay to talk about it, right? So can we create as leaders that safe space where people can bring their authentic self to work? That's when they could truly be invested in the organization as well. Can I give skills to my leaders, to my managers, saying, how do you identify? Because that's also a skill that's required, like an Excel as a skill, GPT giving prompts as a skill. Similarly, can we develop those skills in the manager saying, how do you identify someone needs help, right? As peers, what should you say, what should you not say? As HRs, while I'm walking on the floor, can I pick some of these things and offer? How do you give feedback? How do you be an effective person? Can those be treated? And then on an individual level, see, think of us as pressure cooker, right? And we are on a flame. The external environment is our flame. Honestly, there's only that much control that we have on our external environment, right? COVID will happen, layoffs will happen. We don't know all of those things. One way of, if there's so much of pressure, what will happen? Pressure cooker would burst, right? If there's little pressure, also the rice will not get cooked. We will not be our best self. So one way of releasing that pressure is talking to friends, family, therapists, and as organization about providing those avenues. But there's also another way, right? If I become from a 5-liter pressure cooker to a 20-liter pressure cooker, I can handle more, right? As an organization, can I also help in providing those tools, not to everybody, because well-being has to be fabric of it, has to be everyday thing for everyone to be better version of themselves, not like stress or depression or one day wellness week or month. That's not how it's going to work, right? So can I provide that tools that is an individual? It could be yoga for me, painting for someone, meditation, gratitude, to develop those healthy habits so my capacity increases. Second, can I provide that avenues even if I want to talk to? It could be friends, family, of course, but even as a therapist, if you want to talk to, that is there. Trainings for the managers or peers so that we could support as a community better. Leadership that it actually says this is an important agenda, and it's not like just an HR initiative or somebody else's responsibility, because what is organization? Right? Organization is made of people. Right? And it's important. That is a definition of humans. We are not robot. Robot can do like this. Right? If we are humans, this is how our heartbeats are also, right? So there is going to be ups and downs, and can we create that space to be authentic? I hope that answers it.
Absolutely, it does. Thank you so much.